In today's video, I will be taking my ISO lockdown to the Proving Grounds 2v2, showing you exactly how dominant this guard build is. The dunking we have on this build is absolutely crazy. We're hitting contested shots right over people. There's nothing anybody can do to stop us. And on top of having all these insane offensive stats, we have some crazy defensive stats so we can get as many stops as we need to. We're really guarding 1 through 5 on this build. I did win Rush 1v1 on this build already, so if you've seen that video, this build is crazy. Real quick, let's take a look at the build and let's get into these 2v2 games. Alright, and here is the build. It's an amazing 4-way build. As you can see, we can do everything. We get contact dunks. 87 might not seem high enough, but throughout the video, you're going to see me get some crazy animations. 93 mid-range with cap breakers. We end up getting legend set shot specialist on this build with the max +1 and the cap breakers. 85 3-point for that limitless range. Hitting 3-pointers very consistently. 92 ball handle, getting us every dribble move in the entire game except for Steve Francis. 86 speed with ball, gold lightning launch, max +1 to get that to Hall of Fame. All those extremely solid offensive stats. We still get 80 interior, 92 perimeter, get those contests, get the bumps. 85 steal, ripping that ball off of people. 68 block, get us some bailout block animations. 80 rebound, help out the center, and in the ones court, I want to be able to get rebounds for myself. For the physicals, 87 speed, 87 agility, 92 strength with that second set of veteran 2 cap breakers, 75 vertical to help out with the contact dunks. There really is not a single flaw or a single weak point to this entire build. There's nothing I can't do. And you guys are going to see that throughout the video. But without further ado, let's get into our first game. And getting into it here, I will be playing with an inside center throughout the video. You guys will, later on, I do have him stand in the corner and the guy guards him in the corner. So I do end up ISOing in this video with the inside center sitting corner. But yeah, I have a few games for you today. Absolutely crazy gameplay. As you can see, veteran 2. I'm already purple play on this build. We're starting out on defense. And this first team, they had the center trying to post up my inside center. My center has good defense. I'm helping out a little bit. That guy pulls from super deep to start the game. He's just not hitting that. I catch it in the corner, pull up a mid-range fade right over him. That 93 rating is kicking in. Weak coverage, it does not matter. And you're going to see throughout the video, I fade a lot of mid-ranges. I hit a lot of catch and shoot threes just like that. But the thing about this build is, it's like, I love my 5'9" because I can shoot super consistently. But then we can do stuff like this, get lane steals, and then run around, still be able to fade. On my 5'9", I basically have to hit every single shot or I'm not getting the ball back because it's just hard to get a stop on that build. But when you bring a defensive guard out like this that can still ISO, can still shoot consistently, I toss up a crazy shot right there. Here's a perfect example. I get the steal. I'm hitting a mid-range just like that. We get stops in this build, so even if I mess up on offense, I can make up for it on defense. Hitting a catch and shoot 3 right there. No hate to my 5'9", but on the 2s, I really am starting to think this 6'4" build is way better just because it's such a 2-way build. Like, you can get stops, like I said. We're still super overpowered on offense. This guy's complaining in game chat because I'm hitting so many mid-ranges. I have heat check, pulling up another one. He cannot guard me. I'm taking that screen, but like I said, only because I'm playing with the inside center. I do ISO in this build. I dropped a rush video where obviously it's ones, but I dropped a rush video where I'm ISOing the entire time. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you're checking that out. I'm going to go ahead and lay this up right over the center, making it 20-9. Inbound back to my center. I have this clamps takeover. My guy quit. His center's not playing. Taking the easy win, 22-9. I'm in game chat asking why he's quitting, why he's leaving, why the center's not playing. Nothing I can do about that, but we will take that win. A+, 20 points in our first game. 3 steals, 1 assist, 9 for 14 from the field. And we are just getting started. This is by far not even close to the best gameplay in this video, so let's get on to game number 2. And getting into game number 2 here, at the time of recording, there is a Rush 2v2 event out, so you guys will be seeing way more of this build. Trust me on that. This one is so much fun to play on, and it's really hard to lose on. Like, if they get the ball, like I'm guarding another point guard here, 99 3-point shot. Being able to box that up but still score every single time on offense if needed is super, super helpful. This honestly might be my favorite guard to play on from now on. But I do have a ton of builds. I love to switch up my play style. Here you can see fading on their mid-range. And fading mid-range is definitely the meta just because it's way more consistent than shooting a lot of threes. But I mean, look at this. I'm shooting right over him. I can shoot threes on this build too. It really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to do what I can do to win the fastest, win the easiest. I do play good defense. So, I mean, look, this is a perfect defensive possession. You can't ask for anything better. He just keeps hitting the center. I'm bumping him. Eventually, he just gets sick of it. Shoots right over me. Weak coverage somehow. Next possession, passes right through my body Then I get picked up on a center screen. He hits a mid-range shot. That's just 2K giving him a couple possessions there, but I'm done with it. I grab the lane steal, hit my center. He dunks it, making it 9-5 in this one early on. Like I said, though, I do have a ton of builds. I like switching up my play style. It definitely gets old just fading mid-ranges like this all game. But it is the best way to win. But I do like to switch it up. Here's another mid-range, knocking down another one. There's really nothing he can do, especially when he's coming off the screen. He takes a crazy mid-range shot there. I have my defensive takeover, which if you guys haven't used this one yet this year, this clamps takeover is insane. Even guards with 99 ball handle, you can bump them and they pick up the ball super often. As you can see, going through his legs there, getting the strong handle animation, and then pulling up another mid-range right over his center. The thing with this play style is even if the center picks up and jumps, their perimeter is most of the time so low that they can't get a good contest anyways. It doesn't even really change my jump shot timing, so it's not going to affect me. I have an A+ here, 18 points, pulling up another mid-range fade. Like I said, nothing they can do when I'm coming off that screen. Coming up, though, you are going to see some ISO gameplay. Just see how good this build is going towards the basket, especially after the recent dunk meter buff. I mean, it feels like you can actually green consistently with the dunk meter now. I'm loving it. Without further ado, though, let's get on to the next game. And in this one, we are playing against a 6'6" guard with a 98 mid-range and an athletic 6'9" center that he is playing with. These tall guards with super high shooting can be very hard to stop if they know what they're doing, so we got to watch out for that. As you can see, this center averages 17 rebounds a game. I guess I don't really know where the stats are coming from on these intros. I get an inbound steal there. I don't even know how 2K lets me do that, but I have two-way tenacity, knocking down a mid-range. That two-way tenacity this year is so good. It gives you a massive offensive boost. I'm getting a backdoor on it, making it 4-0 early on. They do get the ball, but their center misses a contact dunk over my center. I'm wide open, knocking down a 3. I only have an 85 rating, but all the good badges I have from my high mid-range definitely help with those catch and shoots. And even off the dribble, I'm knocking down more because of the badges. Here's another one, center's jumping at me. It's still wide open. The perimeter's just not high enough to be able to contest that, even if he jumps late. Knocked down a third jump shot in a row there, getting heat check. Here it is. I'm in the ISO. I have my center sitting corner, driving to the paint, contact dunk right over top of him. Maybe not a contact animation, but he was definitely there to get the contest. I'm still greening it. He is guarding my inside center in the corner for some reason, and I'm dunking it again. There's nothing he can do to stop me when I'm running towards the paint. I end up pulling up a crazy spin shot here, trying to end the game with some style. I miss it though. They got a couple buckets there. I say, all right, it's time to finish it. Snatch back, going back to the middle, laying it up right over that center. He is not blocking that one. And we get another win in the books. And we are on to the next game after a 21-8 win. And getting into this one, we play a 6'8" shooting guard, and I got to give props to this guy. He actually played great defense the entire game with only an 87 perimeter. And he is playing with a big center, so props to this guy. Honestly, he stopped me more than anybody else throughout the whole video. But starting out the game, running left and fading a mid-range, just like how I started out all the other games. People are not ready for it. Dexing to the corner, wide open, shooting right over that 6'8". And this right here is what I'm talking about. Like, he's bumping me. He's stopping me from doing what I want to do. He's playing pretty good defense. I come off that screen, though, knocking down the mid-range. I mean, even when they play good defense, I'm going to get to my spot. I'm going to knock down my shots. There's another one on the baseline. I got hot spots, lethal spots everywhere I can. And I got heat check again. I heard some people talking crazy about how heat check doesn't work or heat check doesn't do this. Heat check doesn't make your green window bigger. When I get heat check, I am knocking down the shot 99% of the time. It makes my green window so much bigger. I definitely feel it. But to be fair, I was not in Rise last year, so I don't know how good heat check was. But if it was much better last year, I'll stand corrected. But this year, to me, it feels really good. Knocking down a corner 3 catch and shoot there, and then fading over both of them. It's still open. I have that lockdown takeover, so even if I mess up on offense, I'm getting a stop. Center doesn't pull up, knocking out a mid-range, knocking them out of the game. And another win for us, 22-10 in that one. And that is going to do it for our 2v2 gameplay for the video. You guys will see more gameplay on this build. Like I said, I'm having a ton of fun on it, and it's very competitive. I can do whatever I want on this build. If you guys stuck around all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment on your way out. We are closing in on 5,000 subscribers, and I want to hit that as fast as possible. That is going to do it for this one, though. I will catch you in the next one.